Hi YouTubers! I'm here to show you how to do this scary Halloween makeup. Now if you want to know how to do this, and it's a great way to jazz up any costume whatsoever, please stay tuned. To start off, just put on your regular foundation. If you wanted to go a bit paler, you could use a white foundation or even a clown foundation. If you wanted to go really, really pale and really Halloweeny. I'm just wearing my normal foundation, which is the Catrice Photo Finish, and then I set it with some number 7 setting powder. And now we're going to go for a grey eyeshadow. This is my NYX palette. We're just going for any colour grey. This is just to do the outline because it's easier to kind of clean away grey than it is to clean away a black line. This just doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get the basic shape and then we'll add detail in afterwards. I find a great way to do this is have a sketch at hand of what you'd like it to look like. And now what I like to do is fill it in before doing the outline, because I find when you do the outline, first you're going to have to redo the outline after filling it in. That's it so far. I know it looks pretty crappy, but once we add in the other colours and textures, it'll start to look a bit better. So we're going to take some lipsticks. This is just a lipstick palette I got off eBay, really, really cheap. Has every colour under the sun, and they're pretty good lipsticks. So we're just going to go for like a really, really red colour. So this one here. And we're just going to put that all over the place just to deepen the colour of red. You could also use face paints. Snazaroo does, I think it's called Snazaroo, isn't it? Does really, really good face paints. Or you could just get a cheap set in a discount store or pound shop, euro shop, whatever. And then we're going to take a couple of different colours, different shades of red really. We're going to take a very, very dark shade. This one is very dark. This is almost a winey kind of colour. Just to give it that really old, bloody kind of look. Especially at the edges. A black eyeshadow. This is just a big black eyeshadow on my palette. And we just want to give it a bit of depth. So if we go near the edges, now this sort of look is really all about seeing what happens. You might have an idea in your head, but once you start to do it, you might realise that you want something to go in a different direction, or you want to make something a bit bigger. So really just kind of play with it and see what happens. Now I am taking my Essence eyeliner, and if you have Duraline, this is the perfect time to use it, because you do kind of want this to be a bit looser. You want to get a good smooth line. And we're outlining our design. And then you just want to go in and make sure you got right up to the edges with your red. And really clean up any lines that need cleaning up with either eyeliner or lipstick. Or your red paint if that's what you're using. Or concealer or foundation if you want to do the outsides. If you're really talented, which obviously I'm not, you could do teeth, or you could do muscle underneath the skin. Now, you want to make the skin that's left attached look a bit more 3D, so we're going to take an angled brush and a brown eyeshadow, a kind of a tanny kind of colour eyeshadow, something like this. And then we're just going to draw sort of little lines to make this flesh look like it's kind of wrinkled a bit. Not sure if you can actually see that. But you're sort of just going close to the edge of, close to the black, and you're just drawing a kind of a line that follows the shape, but it's about a couple of millimeters away from it. And then for the eyes, we're just going to go for sort of a dead looking eye. So just take an eyeshadow brush, and we're going to go for sort of greys and purples to do this kind of like a dead eye. But first of all, we're going to do black just to start off as a nice base. So I'm taking a black liner, and I'm just going to go on the lid close to the lash line. And then under. As you can see, that's just spectacular. And then we're going to go for our sort of greys. I'm going to start off with this kind of purpley grey. You just have to kind of work with what you have. If you don't have very many eyeshadows, you could use browns. And just work with what you've got. If all you have is shimmers, just use shimmers. It doesn't really matter. So we're just going over and under with that purpley greyish kind of colour. And you want to follow your socket line. And then you want to kind of bring it down where your bags would normally be. And I know normally we cover up the bags, but we want to kind of emphasize them and make your eyes look deep and sunken in and dead. And go up to the brow, blend it up and out. We're going to add a little bit of redness in there as well, because this will make me really look kind of ill and sick. So I'm just putting that into the inner part of the crease. It's not going to come out very red, but you will kind of get that kind of tone from it. And the thing with this look is you don't really have to bother with your eyebrows too much. You could go and do them, but I think it would be a bit odd if you had absolutely perfect eyebrows and then the rest of you was quite zombie-ish, because no zombie is going to take the time to do their eyebrows. So you can just leave them as they are. You could fill them in if you wanted, and you could cover them with a glue stick and concealer and have no eyebrows at all, or you could just basically fill them in if you did want them filled in. I am just leaving it because we're trying to do this simple and easy. This is also a great way to, if you needed to do a black eye for a boxer or wrestler outfit or something like that, if that was the kind of costume you were going for. And if you wanted, you could also add some of that purple in to do some contouring. This will make your face look a bit more sunken in as well. And it'll give your skin that kind of sick, dead kind of colour. So I'm just putting it where I'd normally put bronzer. And really get it into the temples because it will really make your head look sunken in and skeletal. And there you have it, a really, really simple, easy way to turn any costume whatsoever into a scary, Halloweeny, zombie type of costume. You could be absolutely anything at all. If you did makeup like this, it would really just turn you into a monster. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe and have a happy Halloween.